I know my way around.
I know my way around a weapon. No, I don't wish to upgrade this. I wish to alter the handle. Any plans for Halloween? Yes. I will be dressed as James P. Sullivan from Monsters, Inc. My wife will be dressed as Mike Wazowski. What do you mean not enough? Oh, I don't have enough ergo. And my daughter will be dressed as Boo. And then it's like, when you got a kid, Halloween's like not just a one-day thing. We got like a community Halloween thing on the weekend. And then there's like a Halloween trick-or-treating thing at the mall. And then there's like next Wednesday is like the real trick-or-treating. But what's the etiquette? Because this is like the first year that like we're going to... I mean, we went out trick-or-treating last year, but it was kind of like to like a village where you just hit all the houses ASAP. And nobody ever came to our house for Halloween. Like, Kate would always prepare, like, a bunch of Halloween gift bags and stuff like that, and then it would be like, well, looks like over the next 3 months, some motherfucker's got to eat 90 bags full of candy. That's me. I'm the motherfucker. 31st is Tuesday, though? Oh, you got me confused. Thank you. Or you saved me from my confusion. Thank you. But this year is a little different. We're going out just as a family. But we have a young kid, so we're also going to have lots of people coming to our house, I think. So do we, like, go out at, like, 5 to 7? Is that, like, toddler trick-or-treat zone? And then we come back, and, like, while we're eating dinner, the older kids come out, like, 7 to 9 or something like that? You've got it. Sunset to dark is older kids. Pre-sunset is young kids. That's crazy. They should teach a class on this. Leave the bowl out? I'll leave the bowl out. I'm not afraid of, like, leaving candy outside. I know the idea is, like, what if some jerk comes along and just steals all the candy? Okay, what if some jerk comes along and, like, smashes my windows, you know? What if some jerk comes along and steals all the candy, then I'm out, like, $8. Like, I'll get over it. It's not that big of a deal. Like, 16-year-olds think they're so cool. Check it out. I stole $8 worth of fun size of Reese's peanut butter cups. So that's not cool. You know what's cool? Doing 2 hours of Peloton rides every morning. Taking care of yourself. You shoplifted some damn corn syrup. Back in my day, we were public urinating all over the place. Like, if you're gonna do a crime, at least put your balls on the line, okay? It's not cool. You don't get cool props for stealing Halloween candy. There's no risk of being caught and there's no reward. Fucking steal a car. Steal a car or something. Do something with this that could fuck up your life if you get it wrong. Then you get some, like, you know, you get a Rush Bonnie and Clyde style or something. And just some damn stole some shit from the Mondelez Corporation. Don't be ridiculous. As your lawyer, I'm advising you to stop talking. Listen, I haven't looked into it. But there must be, like, a law in place. Let's call it, like, appeal to obviousness, which is if you say something obviously bad, like obviously ridiculous, then absurd, you can't be held legally culpable. Like, if I said, hey, everybody, let's all go eat Tide Pods. And then, like, if 2 people ate Tide Pods, surely if they ever put me, like, up on the stand, I would look at the judge and be like, come on, buddy. If they weren't eating Tide Pods with me, they were probably going to do it with somebody else. Like, no big loss. That's called Darwin's Law. Exactly.
Open your eyes.
Well, I feel like if I tell you to do a crime, I'm not paying you to do it. I'm not giving you any incentive. I'm just like, hey, go steal a car. I didn't do shit, bro. That's freedom of speech. That's if I released materials that was like, here's how to steal a car or something like that. That's a different story. If I was just like, hey, go out and steal cars. If people did it, I would be like, oh shit, you didn't see my /S at the end? You didn't see my tone indicator? They will indict you. I did everything wrong and they indicted me. They did. I do find that it's one of the most annoying yes ands though. It's like when you say something that's obviously meant satirically and then someone chimes in and says, actually don't do that though. And I'm like, yeah, obviously don't. You know, start breaking plates on your forehead like you're one of the Three Stooges or something like that. You don't need me to tell you that. I know we said it before too, but it's also one of those things where I'm like, you know, if I tell you to put a light bulb in your mouth like Fester Adams and see if it glows, if you actually do it, that's just bad luck for me. Because you were going to do that shit at some point anyway. Some other influencer was going to be like, you know, put your balls in the Coinstar machine at the Safeway, and you were gonna do it. So maybe the light bulb is like merciful. Basically, I'm saying don't make your stupidity my problem. If you're not smart enough to recognize my joke is a joke, at least be smart enough to not follow everything I say blindly. It's the American education system that should be on trial. So true. Like, I didn't eat the NyQuil chicken. Did I watch every video of NyQuil chicken? No, but I watched a few. I laughed when I saw them. I said, they should not be eating the NyQuil chicken. At no point did I leave a comment that was like, you should not eat that. I was like, they know they shouldn't be eating it. Human beings have been eating chicken for like 100,000 years. At no point did anyone say, oh, you have the regional specialty is NyQuil chicken? Like, it's never happened because medicine. Of course you're not supposed to eat it. Do you use soap to wash your chicken? I'm not going down this route with you, okay? I'm not walking into a garden full of rakes and stepping on 100 of them. Use your imagination. Whatever you think is the right thing, that's what I do with my chicken, okay? I'm well versed in the nuance of the wash chicken argument. And I'm not touching it. Leave drinking glass of water 225, seeing Chris Pratt on 226. That's it. That's why it's so hard to be on the top, man. There's always some motherfucker out there who's going to drink one more glass. You're going to get tired. You're going to be like, surely 225 glasses is enough. The motherfucker coming up behind you says, yum, yum, 226. With all due respect, you got no idea what it's like to be number one. Would you describe yourself more as book smart or money smart? Okay, Jay Easy, I see you in the chat. The dude really is everywhere. I would definitely describe myself more as book smart, unfortunately. Unfortunately for two reasons. It doesn't really help you that much, and I'm not that book smart. I think I'm intelligent when it comes to money, but am I money smart? If you consider being spendthrift to be money smart, then no. Because sometimes I'm like, I like saving money, but then I'm outside and I'm like, I could really go for a sandwich right now. And you're like, well, food doesn't count because you got to eat. Yeah, but I didn't have to eat like that much. I could have just had like a banana or something. There we go. Now we're cooking. You know what we haven't done in a while? One of these. Back away, banana breath. What you have for lunch? A banana? And I could really go for 3 consecutive cruises. Excuse me, we did not take consecutive cruises. Although, I kind of wish we did. Because after our cruise got to Hawaii, you know where those motherfuckers were going next? They were going to Australia. That would be a fucking trip, bro. There were people on that cruise that took Vancouver to Hawaii, which was already long as fuck. And then they said, you know what? Australia chaser. And I'm like, what do you do for work? You're just sitting on the cruise ship. Do you work on the cruise ship? What is that, like 2 weeks at sea? One of the workers was telling us, so Hawaii, Vancouver to Hawaii was like 6 days at sea, like no land, and then like 5 days in the Hawaiian Islands. The one that goes to Australia is like 5 days at sea, a port. I don't even know what the port is. We're probably going to stop in and visit Jeff Probst. Then like 4 more days at sea, and then another port. Then like 4 more days at sea, and then they get to Australia. I thought Hawaii was like the stop. I didn't think there were other stops on the way. They move kind of quick. Well, the boat is like slow as fuck. But it does be driving 24 hours, 7 days a week. It's really, it's a lesson in consistency. I'm so pissed. What, Chibli, what's wrong? Did you accidentally create a peach instead of an Asian pear in Suika game? Kate's like on emote only. And I'm living for it. I'm getting nonstop I can't. How are your muster drills on the ship? For anyone that doesn't know, before you get on the, well, after you get on the cruise, you do have to do like a mandatory safety drill. This is how I know that like human beings, at least in North American society, like we're washed. Because every time I've ever been on the cruise, this one was 10 days long. The safety drill, you have to be there, like they check your key card and everything. Every time I've ever done it, all everybody does the whole time is complain. It's literally like the staff is there telling you, in the event of an emergency, come here and listen to us. That's all you have to do. And it's just a bunch of like middle-aged adults that are like just not paying attention, looking at their phone. They're like, we get it. If the ship's gonna collapse and kill us all, grab a life jacket. Okay, fine. Like we could be at the buffet right now. They got, and listen, I have gotten to the point, and it took me a minute to get here. Like the first few times, maybe the first 20 times I flew on an airplane, when they do the safety demonstration, I would make eye contact with the flight attendant. I wanted them to know I'm not on my phone. I'm not reading the in-flight magazine. I'm not trying to start my nap early. People are really trying to start their nap before you even taxi out to the runway, as if like 5 minutes into your sleep, you're not going to be like just wait 5 seconds. But I don't do that anymore. But I still... Kate's auditing me. She's saying you were playing Slay the Spire. Now, yes. But like for the first 20, I paid attention. I'm just saying that someone... I've realized, especially after there was the fire on the ship that one time, at least one person has to pay attention to the safety announcement. And that's great for me, because that means I'm going to have all the power in a crisis. Person who's trying to go RNA polymerase 5' to 3' in the buffet line. Guess what, motherfucker? Oh yeah, the muster station. It's that away. That's where the hole is in the ship. Oh, person who said nice hat when they got in the elevator with me. Hey, come along. We got plenty of space in this lifeboat. That's right. If there's ever a crisis, I'll be running that joint. Don't come to the life jacket room tomorrow. Do you like jajangmyeon? Kate, did we get spotted yesterday? Is that what's happening here? We did go out for jajangmyeon and champong yesterday. And there was a table of gamers next to us. I know they were gamers. There was 4 adults in their early, maybe like their mid-20s, and they were talking strats. Like they must have been serious gamers. They were playing like I don't know if it was League, but they were talking about like, you know, in their scrims, sometimes they need a sub. We like this team. We don't like this team. Like, what are we supposed to do? I thought there was a chance they might have recognized me. And then someone comes into my chat now and says, do you like jajangmyeon? Well, maybe, you know what? That means they weren't there. Because if they were there, they would know that I did not eat the jajangmyeon. My wife and my daughter ate the jajangmyeon. I soloed the champong. Tangsuyuk, we split, but since my wife's in chat, I'll be honest, I ate probably... Well, we split it 50%, took 50% home, but I ate 90% of the 50% that we ate in the restaurant for sure. But it was her right. She could have had more if she wanted to. We had plenty. Shopify Rebellion eating out in Vancouver after being eliminated. I have almost reached the point of middle age where I was like gonna go over and ask them, like, hey, notice you're talking about video games. What kind of games do you play? You know, I'm something of a gamer myself. So I don't know if it was the Vancouver Rebellion. But they did it, like, I think they were genuinely serious. I don't know if it was like a Scholastic team, like if they're the UBC League of Legends Golden Griffins or whatever. But there were 3 gamers and then the gamer coach. They had a coach, which means they're at least taking things pretty seriously. Kate will back me up, by the way. I am experiencing suburban dad transformation right now. When I was out handling the leaves, multiple people in our neighborhood came over just to talk to me. Like I was emitting vibes that other suburbanites find irresistible. One guy came over and he said, you got quite the... Yeah, Kate was out there. They just didn't look at her at all. One guy came over to me and said, you're cultivating quite the mushroom garden there. And I said, yeah, don't remind me. He said, oh, don't worry, they're just fairy rings. And I said, oh, really? Do you know how to get rid of them? And then he looked shocked. Like I said something wrong. And he said, no, but they're harmless. And then there was kind of like an uncomfortable period of silence. And he said, I'm going to the mushroom show at Van Dusen Gardens later today. And I was like, oh, fuck, there you go. I was just trying to make some small talk. All of a sudden, I've angered the Mushroom King. I thought we were bonding over having like a clean garden, and all of a sudden this dude's like in love with mushrooms or something like that. I'm like, well, son of a bitch.
Fight to the followers of the truth.
But he seemed, if I said have a good day, he said have a good day. I don't think he's going to come to my house and kill me or something. But when he said you've cultivated quite the mushroom garden there, I thought he was teasing me instead. Maybe he was being like complimentary. And then like another, this was when you were inside, Kate, another woman came over to me and said, hey, we just wanted to say welcome to the neighborhood. How long have you been here? And then I had to say, oh, we moved in like the end of June. And then she got me cracking up because she said, sorry you moved here like during such a busy time in the neighborhood. And I was like, I said, oh yeah, don't worry, it's okay. But in my head, I was like, there's fucking nothing going on, which is what I like about it right now. But like, there's nothing going on. I don't know how little was going on before we moved in, but like this, it's not like a bustling hotspot or anything. The mushroom show? I suppose there is the mushroom show. I Googled like what to do in Vancouver this weekend, and I told my wife about the mushroom show. I said, you know, there's a mushroom show at Van Dusen. She said, yeah, like we'd go to that. I said, oh, okay. Yeah, I was just joking. I'm not that mushroom pill, but I'm kind of... It's nice to just get out there and do stuff sometimes, you know?
It's their duty and their faith.
Do they dance or something? No, I think they just... People grow them, and then they, like, bring them, and they're like, check out my mushrooms or something. I'm like, oh, that's a cool mushroom. I don't know. You're right, I need to broker a peace with the Mushroom King. So that is true, by the way. Mushroom Festival, Vancouver, Resident Sleeper. Mushroom Festival, Stardew Valley, Bat Chest. That's what you're like right now. There was another dude who was amazed with your leaf blower. Well, okay, there was an old dude came over and said, hey, you got a battery-powered one. I said, yeah, it's pretty good. He said, how long does it last? And I said, oh, it lasts about 15 minutes, but as you can see, I got a second battery pack just so it doesn't run out on me. And he said, that's pretty smart. Then he, like, pulled out his nuts, basically, and said, I've got an electric one, but I just use an extension cord to plug it in so it doesn't run out. And I was like, okay, Grandpa, I see you. I see you with the... I'm out here using antiquated battery technology. This guy, he's living in the 30th century.
Open your eyes.
And then, as it always happens in these conversations, it completely petered out, and I said, y'all take care now. And he did. And now, I'm the most popular guy in the whole neighborhood. Kate will tell you, by the way, I'm only like half joking. Like, anybody that walked by me that was over the age of 50, there was like a 99% chance they were going to say something to me. I'm literally just mashing. I was glancing too, you're right. You ever ask these people questions to keep the conversation going? No, but I think you have unlocked the next step. I think I'm pretty good at conversing. But I'm not good at keeping the conversation going forever. If someone introduces themselves to me, usually we have a good time. But in public, normally I'm just minding my own business, right? I think the next step is asking them questions about their lives. And then becoming best friends. I honestly wouldn't mind having some old friends. Like, having a toddler is a lot like living with an old person. Like, they have a very structured sleep schedule, and they can only do, like, very pedestrian activities. You know what I mean? I'm just my friends who are like in their 20s and their 30s without kids, what am I going to do? Corey's 40? Yeah, I know. Corey's going to come over to our house and we're going to be like, come on over and play our dinosaur-themed Hungry Hungry Hippos knockoff. By the way, like it's 7 p.m. and it's bath night, so, you know, take a hint, buddy. You got to get out of here. I think it'd be kind of sick to have some friends who were like, you know, in their 70s and they're like every second Wednesday we get together and play bridge. I could play bridge and like, you know, I'm sure this shit would start at like 10 a.m. and go till 11:30. They would probably eat lunch at 10:15. Get some gossip around the neighborhood or something like that. Because then after I finish bridge, I could come back to my house and have another lunch. Because typically Kate doesn't eat lunch until like 2:30. I could be lunch maxing right now. You're absolutely right. Oh. You ever hear of glancing? Okay, you got me. I should be running non-glanceable. This is a glanceless run, okay? Hey, fuck that. Let's glance. I'm happy to be back on the boss fight. Because we've been off of the boss fights for so long. The boss fight is where I want to stall. I want to rush through the part that's just basic Andes. Shouldn't go 2-tap on that one, but we're chilling. That's not going to work. What about one of these? The back fist. My dude needs some upgrades. I'm in that like Dark Souls zone. It happens all the time where like I have no choice but to be good because I don't have any. I'm not going to farm for mats. This isn't Kingdom Hearts trying to beat Sephiroth, you know, in Hercules' Colosseum, right? So we just got to learn his patterns. It's going to take a while. Step one, it's like getting into a swimming pool. You got to immerse yourself. Temperature might not seem conducive to your homeostatic environment immediately. But you just jump in and all of a sudden you get acclimated. Don't you have mats? Not relevant mats. Did he upgrade his weapon? Not only did I upgrade my weapon, I put the dexterity crank on it, as I know that was going to be the next question. I'm slicing. I really thought I had the timing for the spinning back fist. We're gonna get it. Don't even. I can already tell you. Okay, that's one you gotta watch out for.
It's their duty and their fate.
Can I tell you something? My mom left some snacks when she was here. This is a snack. It's called Skinny Pop. The flavor of Skinny Pop is pure popped perfection, which is a very, I don't know, a nice way of saying plain. Skinny Pop is bad. Skinny Pop is the best. Skinny Pop is Kino. I love Skinny Pop. It's OP. You guys are crazy. It's horrible. I mean, it's fine because it's just corn at the end of the day, but it's just nothing. It's like it's just popcorn. There's no butter. There's no flavored salt. And it's like, I can respect popcorn. I'm still eating it, aren't I? But like, it's not even warm. Like, it's just bagged, already popped popcorn. Like, I could at least get like some, I could pop my own popcorn and at least the plain popcorn would be warm. This is like, it's smart food, but somebody already, the homeschooled kid already licked all the cheddar cheese powder off. Put the kernels back in the damn bowl. Should have had that one. Should have had that one. Yeah, but this is healthy. Yeah, but it's not good. Also, it's not that healthy. You could just be like eating a carrot or something instead. I'm not saying everything has to be, you know, like flaming hot Cheetos dipped in Nutella or whatever, but like, could they at least just put some flavored salt on it? Apparently they do have flavored versions. It's just my mom didn't get the flavored version, but I'm like, what? I don't know. She's out here getting plain popcorn. I mean, thanks, Mom. Don't get me wrong. She also got Miss Vicky's salt and malt vinegar chips, but those were gone, like, you know, 2 days after I got back when I found them in the cupboard. I'm just wondering, like, who we're kidding with this plain popcorn. That's a big one. Oh! That felt good. Okay, 3 pieces. Someone's hungry. Mashing. Pure mash. Oh, I knew he had it too. I thought I just stepped out of range. Oh, he always took the jab to the body. Miss Vicky's Canada's most prized export. It is awesome. Like, Miss Vicky's chips, obviously there's going to be some bias in here. Miss Vicky's chips are like the best kettle cooked chip. They shit on Kettle brands. No doubt about it. There might be a better one out there, but I haven't had them. I don't need to, because the Miss Vicky's are top of the food chain. So many great flavors too. Dark blue bag, salt and vinegar, classic, delicious. Jalapeno, best jalapeno chip I've ever had. Spicy dill pickle, a bit weird, but still extremely tasty. Sweet chili heat, delicious. They're all, they broke the mold when they made that one. Also, the bags feel nice. You know, I was gonna say like least insane chatter, but you're right. The bags do just feel nice. There's something about them. I mean, Miss Vicky's, they'll be out here. They're giving you a premium product at a budget price point. We gotta respect that. You don't get that a lot in the modern day.
It's not over yet. I am the chosen one.
A little slow. A little goated with it. Okay, you're too greedy, too greedy. Just greedy enough. The guy on YouTube who watches for the gameplay is gonna hate this one. You know what? I have to be sympathetic to that guy. Because originally, I saw the Magresta post that was like, you know, most normal YouTube chatter. Is the guy just keeps saying like, please pay attention and you could beat this boss in no time flat. I'm gonna put myself in their shoes, but I'm also gonna ask them to put themselves in my shoes. Now, I know what you're saying is like, you're gonna get me all wrong. I'm not saying have mercy, like I'm not that great of a gamer. I'm saying I've been doing this for so long. How are there still people out there who have been like tricked into watching me without actually knowing what kind of content I make. How is it possible that you've been watching my content for 6 months, a year, whatever, something like that, and then you watch me fight a boss while having stream of consciousness dialogue for 2 hours, and you're like, man, just shut up already. Like, how does that happen? But then also, I do put myself in the shoes of that person. I think what they're saying is like, you could be bantering while also beating the boss if you only did change like this one thing. But I think, to put it in terms you might understand, I think that's cap. As I think there's always one more thing.
Open your eyes.
Got to be a little bit more easygoing. You got to accept the good with the bad. If you like me, but you don't, maybe you like the banter in Super Auto Pets. You don't like the banter in Lies of P. You wish I was beating the game a little faster. Then watch someone else play Lies of P. Come back when we do more Balatro or something like that. I don't want to see you go. I don't think it has to be that serious. I don't think it... I guess it's just... It's definitely not an age thing, because there's some old people who are insane in the comments that they leave online, for sure. But at my age, I just can't imagine, like, this is an industry that is so suffused? It's so suffused with content. There's like millions of YouTubers out there. There's probably tens of thousands who are doing like full playthroughs of Lies of P. I can't imagine ever being like pissed off at the way someone plays the game, but you still want to see the game, and then being like, I gotta fix this guy. I'm like, brother, just go watch fucking someone else if that's what you want to see. But then there's a part of me, too, that's like, no, they don't want to see someone playing it perfectly. What they want to do is see their guy playing it imperfectly, but be the guy who gives them the keys to the kingdom so that they get the dopamine rush of being made VIP in chat. I got you a full chicken sandwich. Thank you, Kate. Thank you. I saw it when I was in the kitchen. I saw it, and I'll admit, I did the thing. I can't pause. But I put my fingers together and made a pleading face. And in my head, I said, "Is for me?" With my cheeks all blushing and shit. And then when you said you were eating stew, I put 2 and 2 together. I'm very excited for that. Thank you. Two and stew together. I don't plus 2 a pun very often, but you got me on that one. We can never be hit by that. That one's just too nasty. Oh, that's bad. I kind of thought I was bodying him. I realized he's 20% dead. Little more. That was good. That was bad. You can't go in there for a 3-piece, brother. It's not that kind of establishment. This place does 4 pieces and 6 pieces to distinguish themselves from the other chicken strip restaurants out there. It's very goofy like that. A little slow. The liver shot. Okay. Everyone relax. Phase 2. No. Me pouring myself a full water bottle full of BioSteel after Peloton workout 2 of 4. Oven heat, wondering how the hell I still got the gas to keep pedaling at 200 after that sweat steady ride. Ooh.
The new world belongs to us.
That was quick. Ah, that's that dream then. Oh, man. Oh, that's so good. Terminally online senior citizens love to equate their dislike of modern music to the impending collapse of Western society. That's true. I mean, I feel like both music and society have gotten worse in their defense, but I don't think that that was related. I think those are just, it's like the shark attacks correlated with ice cream sales graph. You can't be sure that they do correlate. No. They might not cause hate, though. The only thing that causes hate is fucking 7, bro. Alright.
I dedicate this victory to you.
2020s have been the second best decade for music. Fight me. Oh, really? So what is it? 2020s and then like what? The number one's got to be, we all agree, the 1870s or whatever, when Beethoven was working, when he was at his peak. I don't know that much about the 2020s, but I do think that Bad Idea, Right, is a really good song. I think that's a 10 out of 10 pop single. It's really good. Also, it's not pop. The fact that there are... Listen, I'm not throwing Corey under the bus here. I don't even know if Corey's ever heard it, but the fact that there's people like Corey who will see that it's by like a 21-year-old woman and be like, I just assume that I don't like it. Bro, it's a rock song. It has a guitar solo and everything. Listen, okay, it's not Swans, but still. It's a 4-piece band and a guitar solo. Like, it's a rock classic. I need, Macros, I need you to go ask Corey how he feels about Bad Idea, Right, by Olivia Rodrigo.
I dedicate this victory to you.
Because in the Discord, Chipley will back me up. I said, have you guys heard that new Olivia Rodrigo song? This was like 2 weeks ago. And Chipley said, Nodders. And then Corey said, I tend not to like most pop music. The fuck, the song's 150 seconds long, brother. Why don't you just listen to it? It's better to appear a fool than to open one's mouth and remove all doubt or fucking whatever. You know how pop music works? Or not pop music, but like music on the radio that's popular? 98% of it is pure fucking ass garbage. Demi Lovato, Pink, Kelly Clarkson. I know she can sing, okay? That's not what we're talking about here. And then there's always like one of the most talented artists of all time. That's it. There's always a Stark in Winterfell. There's always an Olivia Rodrigo on the radio. Why'd you only name women? Well, like, I'll be honest. My most base take is that the only way shitty music made by women could be worse is if it was shitty music made by men. The men shitty music is even shittier. Now you're gonna step on me, but not in the way I'd like. Ooh, we're dancing on him. Call me Lionel Richie. What does that even mean? It means as bad as a song by a woman can be, the worst songs ever are made by men. Come on, think about it. Whenever people talk about the worst songs of all time, what comes up? Some shit by Nickelback, Imagine Dragons. It's very rarely... No, come on. Friday's not a song. It's a video. It's a social experiment. You got me, kid.
I dedicate this victory to you.
Why are you back on your sexist arc? It's a different one. I'm sexist towards men here. I'm not saying men make worse music than women. I'm saying when a song is bad, I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it. The worst songs are made by men. It doesn't mean women make better music. It doesn't mean men make worse music. It just means when men are the best at making bad music, okay? Sorry, ladies, if that bothers you. If you were out here trying to create the worst album ever made, we already got that covered. Why don't you stay in your lane, okay? It's because women haven't had as many opportunities to make bad music, and I don't support that. I think there should be a female Nickelback. I think there should be like a female fucking... Give me a second here. I know popular music. Whose songs do I never want to hear? I gotta think about it. Drake? I don't know. Back me up here, Prezzo, if you agree. I think Drake is a human being. You know, I ain't know about all that, so I'm gonna stay out of all that. Drake is an artist. I think some of those songs are kind of gas. Not all of them. Oh, vitamin C. Vitamin C is pure ass. That's definitely true. Is gas good or bad? I guess that depends who's farting. So true. Right, the gut shot. There should be women Decemberists. They could be called the Novemberists because in this household, women always come first. Hold your applause. Come on. Is that a Facebook joke? It is, but it's like a 2006 era Facebook joke when only cool college students were on Facebook. As of 2013, there are no Decemberist fans left on Facebook. Except probably the person running the Decemberist Facebook page. I think we probably got him on this one. And the lead vocalist, Colin Malloy. I don't think Colin Malloy is out there on fucking Facebook running the Decemberist page. I think he's down at the mustache wax store buying more wax for his mustache. Wow, really original joke, NL. He's got a mustache, so he must be waxing it. It's not a joke. He tried to go get a new bowler hat, but the store was closed.
Humanity must be born again. It's their duty and their faith.
His ass was at the mushroom show. Probably true. I thought I almost had him. Is Pink the female Maroon 5? Did Baby Gronk just rizz up Livy? The Decemberists look like people that hang out at microbreweries. We gotta stop doing this. I mean, do they look like that? Yeah. But like, what's wrong with that? Everybody's gotta spend their time doing something. I don't even know what you look like. That's even more of an insult. At least that guy's out on the damn town or something like that. At least that guy's got enough, you know, he's projecting enough power out there into society to have an archetype and thus open himself to mockery. I'm dead, huh? Yeah.
I dedicate this victory to you.
He's right. Me? That really struck a nerve in you? Well, people always say stuff like that. They're like, oh, he looks like someone that hangs out in a micro. Oh, that looks like a guy who drinks IPAs. That's fucking like 70% of guys. You look like a guy who makes up fucking Poland ball Wojaks at home. Probably. I wouldn't know. I've never seen your face. I'm just making an educated guess based on where you choose to spend your time. Holy, did I strike a nerve? Not so nice when you're the guy who's been hanging out in microbreweries, is it?
Open your eyes.
Ideal female pop artist blunt rotation. Okay, that's easy. Definitely start with JoJo Siwa. I would say follow that up. Stacey Ferguson, also known as Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas. Hang on. I gotta focus. But you said nightmare, right? You said ideal nightmare? Her name is actually Ferguson. Hey, listen. She's not like Clarissa Explains It All, MFer. She's from, her last name's Ferguson, which I believe means that her father made Ferguses. Let me think about this. Who would I... No, I wouldn't want to hit the spliff with Joanna Newsom. She'd start talking about some shit that would be completely impenetrable in the moment. You know, she'd start cooing and mewing and stuff like that, and you'd be like, what the hell was in that? She's got purple haze all over her brain, man. Can't understand what she's saying. So I'd say Lil Tay, JoJo Siwa, Stacey Ferguson, maybe Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls. A circle can have like an unlimited amount of points, right? Good start. Grimes? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sorry, like I know Grimes has made some good music. I think it's crazy how I used to be like the meanest motherfucker I know, and now I haven't changed at all. If anything, I've got like a little meaner. But like, I'm the nicest motherfucker on this website now, which is crazy. Except for the really weird people who are like, never say anything mean. I don't know what they're hiding. But it's not good. Scare me. What about Justin? Justin's very nice, but he's very mean. By that, he's very nice to his friends, but if I said, like, what do you want to see happen to, like, Mitt Romney, he would say some shit that could get him thrown in prison. That's what I'm talking about. That wasn't even close. But, like, Grimes is not invited to the blunt rotation. Because you have to be stupid to have fallen in love with Elon Musk. Unless it was, like, in 1991 or something like that. You can't be smart and have fallen in love with Elon Musk and had 2 kids with him. It's sorry, you got other things going for you in life, which is fine. You're not invited to the female artist blunt rotation. For some reason, I am, by the way, but I don't know how that happened, but I must be pretty cool. I did see that he said he would give Wikipedia $1 billion if they changed their name to Dickopedia. Say what you will, he is very funny.
Open your
Very funny guy.
gaze upon the new world.
I don't even know what to say. Got shy. I knew that shot was coming. Oh, I'm getting my ass beat, bro.
Child of God, I dedicate this victory to you.
Man. Anyway. Did you see Cliffy B reposting one of the AI-generated Pixar memes and saying, "Holy shit, I've been looking at these all day and I almost threw up because it's so funny"? I genuinely don't have anything against Cliffy B because I feel like most of the time he just stays in his lane. I mean, the shit had like 46 likes or something like that, but after it got quote tweeted, it's bad, man. I'm sorry. No. It was the sofa one. It wasn't the. I did see the one where the lady, it's smartest blue check, where the tattooed lady in high-rise denim shorts is being chased by the ghost of a bunch of crying babies, and he said, "This is so sad," and then. It's driving me crazy. All the blue checks in the replies are like, "Are the ghost babies supposed to represent the abortions she's had?" And the dude's like, "Sorry, yeah. I know that was a little subtle, but yeah, that's the point. You got it. I'm sorry, I made it maybe a little too advanced." And then the dude made the art and is like sad at the art. I mean, he didn't make the art, like the AI made the art, but he made the prompt, and then he's like, "This is so sad." It's not real. You made it. If someone drew it and you were saying it's so sad, that's also like insanely pathetic, but like, you made it, dude. It's not real. Anyway. But the Cliffy B one, I'm like, dude, it just... I mean, it's bad for me because it disabused me of the notion that you necessarily get better taste as you get older. 'Cause that's like kind of the way it goes from like childhood. Is like, you know, you like Cocoa Melon, and then you get a little older and you like, I don't know, fucking like Nickelodeon cartoons or whatever. Sorry, no, they're good art people. They don't grow out of them. Those are actually for all ages. Okay, sure. Then as a teenager, you probably get like really into like some cringe-worthy stuff. But a few years after that, you're like, whoa, bro, have you ever seen Koyaanisqatsi? It's fucking guy who's seen 200 movies. You really got to get on Koyaanisqatsi. It's a thoughtful meditation that stretches the medium of cinema. Guy who's seen 2,000 films. Y'all really got to check out Crank 2 High Voltage. It goes hard. Anyway, long story short, I just can't imagine being 46 years old and being like, check out this AI-generated Pixar meme that references like pornography. It's hilarious. Anyway. Also, I'm a little worried about society, because when people were talking about like, oh, AI is going to cause problems, it got shot, because we won't be able to tell like what's AI and what's not. I was like, sure, maybe one day, but not today. I can tell like every single time. But then, like, 40% of blue check replies on Twitter to viral posts are restating the original post, but in different words. And people reply as if they're a real person. And I'm like, you're cooked. Like, if you're getting beat by ChatGPT-4 bots on Twitter right now, you have no future. You at least gotta get a little bit of media literacy. Your ass is getting killed in the robot war. It's so over? Well, I think that most of those people are not in positions of power. So it's probably okay. But
Fight to the followers of the truth.
But here's what I think we should do to fix the problem. I think if you get got by a bot, that bot gets to take over your life in society because they are going to do more with it. Sorry if that offends you. You trade places with the bot. You become the bot. Now that doesn't mean you're toast. It just means you're in the gulag. You have to then trick another human being when you're in bot mode into thinking that you're a human being, and then you take their spot. Like, I'll tell you, my ass is not going to the gulag to somebody like an AI-generated person that doesn't exist wearing a suit. Their name is like Doctor something to give them an air of authority. They've got 6 followers. They say, like, I'm an expert in nutrition. By the way, all of my posts are replies to pop tings about Jada Pinkett Smith.